welcome to another episode of Austin FC here on Football Manager 2021. Here on YouTube, I've gone all the way back to my beta save, rekindled Austin FC, repurposed for a tilt at the MLS Cup. We've been doing pretty well as of late, plenty of fixtures and plenty of results. I'll go through those in good time. Today's game is against LAFC, Los Angeles Football Club, managed by Peter Vermes. The big player for them, undoubtedly, Diego Rossi. Old Diego, big player for them, the number 9. He's the one that's going to get the goals. And if we're going to get anything out of this game today, on 31st July 2021, a 4 p.m. kickoff, he's the guy that we've really got to focus on, which is a bit of a problem because Ashley Williams is injured, out for the rest of the season with a cruciate or something like that. Something that's going to keep him out for quite a long time. And as a result, we've had to dip in to the transfer market. I'll go through that in due course. Before that, though, we need to head over to the dressing room. The advice from assistant Davy Arnoux to go out there and carry straight on from where you finished the last match, which was a victory. I always quite like the standings references. LAFC in 13th place while we're 7th. And we have a chance to move into top spot with a win. But I feel like that's going to put too much pressure on the lads. So outstretched arms. We're going to go with Davy. Yeah, there we go. A couple of players picking up on the motivation. We head into the tunnel because Carlos Vela is out today, so he's another big player for them. Only 7 goals this season for the 32-year-old Arsenal player in 25 appearances as well, so pretty poor return from him this calendar year. Have to say, it does make things a bit easier for us, and I am confident that Dave Romney will perform, absolutely. I certainly trust him. 28-year-old centre-back, seems like he's been around for donkey's years. But still pretty young. You'll see our 4-3-3 there with Dom Dwyer at the top. He is absolutely banging in the goals. Poor form from LAFC. You can see there, 3 losses, a draw and a win in their last 5. But old Diego, he's got 13 goals this season. Prediction from Football Manager, I guess, is that this will be a draw. Once again, we see the top of the stand. Absolutely cracking shot there. Best view of the game, I would suggest. Francisco Molinaro assigned to replace the injured Ashley Williams. Molinaro? I'm not quite sure of his name. We sort of signed him as a central defender, but I keep getting told he's a better right back than Bakary Sagna, which I'm not sure that I believe. Be that as it may, we brought him in to replace Ashley Williams following that bad injury that he suffered. Cecilio Dominguez on the ball. Bit of a foul there, was it? He's going over to review the footage as the ref. Could be a penalty. And if it is, we have missed a few of these recently. I have to say, what's he saying? No penalty. Outside the box, just a free kick. Disappointing there. Francisco Ginella injured. I assume he is for LAFC, as he's not one of our boys. In terms of the team for today's game, as Rodriguez gets right in behind, that's Rossi firing over the top. Jonathan Klinsmann in goal. Bakary Sagna right back. Molinaro and Panasari at the central defensive partnership. We've got Dave Romney at left back. Fatai Aleshe, he's our defensive midfielder. Really done well in there in recent weeks. Paredes and Moreno in central midfield. Serginho on the right. He's been an absolute steal since we picked him up from Orlando City B. Dominguez on the left. And of course that man Dom Dwyer up top. He's got 19 MLS goals this season. 21 overall. He's a top goal scorer in the comp, ahead of Raul Rudiez on 15. He is with, of course, Seattle Sounders. Free kick coming in, and it's blocked there. Good save by Klinsmann. Has been a pretty good run we've been on. Have to say, definitely at home. We had, since you were last with us, a 2-1 win over New York City FC. Then we went away to Chicago Fire in the US Open Cup quarter-final, lost 2-1, bit of a disappointing result there. However, bounced back immediately with a 4-3 home win against Minnesota United. Then we had a loss, 2-1 away at the New York Red Bulls. Disappointing, as I thought we were the better side. Their 2 late goals really cost us. But our last game just before this one was against a fellow Los Angeles side. We played the LA Galaxy at home and won 3-0. So all pretty good. I have to say as well, we do have a very strong bench today. The likes of Wondolowski, Andre Lima, Hector Jimenez and Jeff Larentovich all ready to step in, which we probably do need in the coming minutes as we're kind of suffering here. I think it's time to just change our approach, go a bit more attacking, especially if we concede here from the LAFC. Not much doing in terms of a shot on goal. When it comes though, it's going to be a dangerous one. There it is. Brian Rodriguez with the goal, the opener. Just his second of the season. Surprising. So yes, we have gone attacking in the hope of getting back in this one. There's actually some really interesting stats right now. So Dom Dwyer has a goal every 75 minutes, a 33% conversion rate, which is 3rd in the league behind Diego Valeri and Fafa Picaut. Cecilio Dominguez joint 3rd in the assist chart with 9. Bakary Sagna has a 94% pass completion rate. Hernan Villalba, 45% cross completion, best in the MLS. Dominguez most fouls in the league with 73. As far as Jonathan Klinsmann, our goalkeeper, is concerned, he's joint 3rd for clean sheets with 8. 2nd for saves held, just behind DC United's Bill Hamid, and an 82% save ratio is just 2nd behind Alex Bueno. I think that's who it is. I'm trying to read my writing because I scrawled it down just last night, doing a bit of preparation just before, as Dominguez goes close, but no cigar. We are struggling a little bit, so time to introduce, I think, some experience. So Aleshe is coming off for Jeff Larentovich. Wondolowski also going on a bit further up for Christian Paredes. Let's see if we can do anything here with 15 to play. Bit of a flat game. It's been really disappointing. Apologies for that. Not quite sure what's happening. In fact, shall we go very attacking just for fun? I mean, we're in a really good position in the league, so I'm not too worried. We're well into the MLS Cup playoff picture even. But we have struggled against LAFC, who are a really good side, actually. Coached in real life by the former Swansea manager, Bob Bradley, former US national manager as well. But it just seems like we've run out of steam. Bit of a damp squib, this one. So I can only apologise, but we have had plenty of facts, plenty of information, just to keep you updated as to what's been happening. In terms of the league table, I don't think much will have changed for us. We're still there in the mix, having played 26, 46 points to our name. So not too shabby, considering that the LA Galaxy are 8th, just outside the playoffs with 35. But yeah, that one Brian Rodriguez goal, crucial for LAFC. That has taken them actually up into 6th place. And then you can see us there, hot on the heels of the likes of Seattle, Portland Timbers. The Timbers just seem to be able to hold us at arm's length. But it's Seattle who have a game in hand. So that could be a change in leadership. In terms of the East, not much going on down there. Toronto, the leaders still, but the likes of Columbus Crew and Orlando City, 3 games in hand. So plenty of opportunity for, of course, the real-life MLS Cup winners in Columbus to go on and do some serious business. Down at the bottom of the table, New York Red Bulls, surprising. DC United, don't expect to see them down there either, but not doing so well as of late. In fact, DC are overall bottom of the Supporters' Shield. In MLS, you've got the two conferences, the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference, but they combine to make the Supporters Shield, and it's very much similar to the league structure over here in the UK, and of course across Europe, across the world, where a trophy is awarded for the team that comes overall top. But of course, the two conferences feed into the MLS Cup playoffs, which is where we all hope to be. And as you can see, I think we're pretty safe that Austin FC will be there or thereabouts. It is a loss for today, but plenty of information, plenty of key stats delivered as well. So all in all, worthwhile. Next week, we will play another game. We go a bit further on. There'll be another 3 or 4 that we've played in the meantime. I'll report on those as well. And hopefully, we'll get a little bit closer to the start of the MLS playoffs. Thank you for joining me today. A bit of a strange one today. Things have sort of passed me by in terms of the game. 5 shots, none on target. Lots to do there. We are relying heavily on Dom Dwyer. Can't do it every game, as you've seen. So yes, cheers for joining me today, and I'll see you again next time.